Hello guys, it's Mayen, and as promised, I'm going to show you a very short and very simple tutorial on how to make the wire topper that I used for my latest Buzz Lightyear cake. So these are the materials that we're going to use. First, the wire is made out of 12 gauge floral wire. Looks like this when you see it in the craft store, and again it's 12 gauge. It's very pliable and bendable. And we're going to use the gum paste of your choice, a cutter of your choice, and for this demo I'm going to use sugar sheets from Wilton. So I had some left over, so they're very easy to use, and edible glue made from a mixture of Tylose powder with water. The ratio that I use is 1:25, so 1 teaspoon of Tylose powder to 25 teaspoons of water. Stick it in the fridge after you mix it overnight, and then you're good to go. You're also going to need pair of pliers, and for this demo we're just going to use a dummy. So first thing we need to tackle is how to make this, and let me just put everything on the side and let's do just that. So whenever you're working with anything food related, just make sure that your surface is very clean and sanitized. And very importantly, when you're working with wire, it has to be, say, smooth when you're done, crease free. So every time we take it out of the ring, it makes like certain bends. See that one? So the best way that I thought of to make the circle is to kind of mold it around a desired shape. So pull it like so and cut it. You could just use your finger actually, because this is really soft. And just make a couple twists. You don't need a whole lot because it's going to hold. And then cut it. And then, just to be on the safe side, make sure that you kind of crimp it at the very end. And then maybe take this 3 inches or so. Alright, so when you take it out, it's going to look really smooth. See that? So let's put that down. And then get your gum paste and roll it out, and then cut out the shapes that you want. So this is what I did. And I'm getting my mom's name. Her name is Milagros. Her nickname is Mila, which I never get to use. Just a couple of days ago, my son called me Mayen. Freaked me out. I'm like, you never ever use that. Anyway, to color it, or I mean to adhere the letter, I just use very little glue, edible glue, and just stick it on there. And it really sticks. There. Now, if you're wondering how hard or how easy is it to pop the letters out, let's take the letter C. Like, use your finger, literally, to just pop it out. And it's the easiest thing ever. So make sure that you get this, in case you're running to Michael's. Grab that, and just make sure you got some at home for emergencies. Now flip over. So if you want it like this, you got to flip it over to the other side. So M-I-L-A, and arrange it in the way that you would want to see it on the cake. All right. And then put your wire on top of it. This is like the reverse image. And then get your remaining gum paste. Let me see if I can zoom in. So it will be easier for you guys to see. Get your remaining gum paste and make like very small balls and stick it to the back part. When you make your your stars or your whatever your shape is, let it stand for like a few minutes. So that's going to be a little firm like this. It's not going to be very, very soft. So there's no real trick to this. Just make a circle and flatten it. Same color, of course. And do that. You could actually do two things. You could do this, or you could do the same shape. Doing the same shape will make it look neater. It will also make it look heavier. I mean, way heavier than just using a dot. Alright, so let's do both. Let's do circles and for this last one, let me see. You could really like just adjust it. It's very forgiving. And for the last one, let's use the same shape. And use that one. Let's see. Alright, if you're going to use the same shape, it will be better if your second star or your second shape will be a little softer. Just because the softer ones tend to stick a little better. And don't wait for it to be like really hard. Alright, so you can see that in an instant, it really just sticks there. Alright, so right now I'm seeing it's not that even. Flip it, and there you go. Her name is there. I'm not sure if it's at the center. Is it? Alright. Her name is there. Let it dry. Like this, in this position. And later on, it will be safer to just use it on your cake. Now let's pretend that this is your cake. And what I used in my previous one, just to make sure that the wire doesn't touch the cake, is straw from a juice box. So get that straw and cut it and stick that in your cake. Oops, sorry. Yep, stick it in your cake. If it's real cake, it will go down like super easy, but since this is styrofoam, it's fighting me a bit. So remember, that's food grade plastic, and your wire will not touch the cake. So you could even wrap this if you want. But the size is small enough so it stands and doesn't go anywhere. And you could tweak it. You could tweak it a bit, and you could do whatever you want with this idea. Let me zoom out a bit so you can see the whole effect of this on the cake. There you go. I told you it was going to take a few minutes, but it took a long while. Anyway, there you go. That is what it looks like. And with this idea, you could actually use the wires with other shapes. You could decorate the whole thing. You could